I would love for people to just feel happy and fulfilled in their lives, because I don't know many people that are fulfilled. Like, it's actually rare. I can count on my fingers people that I know that like actually feel good about their lives. You know, I think there's people that stop and feel just down or sad or whatever, and they just know that life doesn't feel good. And then I think there's people that just focus on work and just working, where they don't have time to really think about, you know, am I happy? Am I enjoying my life? You know? And I just want people to feel fulfilled and feel good and like work on themselves and get to know themselves better. You know, like that's what it's about. And I want people to believe in themselves, because I think people can feel happy. What does that inner peace look like? You know, that's really fulfillment. So that's what I want. That's what I want for the world. That's my purpose. And I just want to be able to do that through storytelling. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Neoma here. And as you saw from my last video, I kind of talked to you about how I shifted my identity. I transformed my entire mindset, and I essentially had to just clear out all the bad stuff to get to this good place that I'm in now. And I want to share that with you guys. So today I'm going to be talking about 6 habits that have helped improve my mental health, made me feel more fulfilled and like happy and satisfied with my life to a degree. Now I'm going to be honest, I am not like 100% happy. I'm not like 100% fulfilled yet, but I'm on my way to that inner peace. And I want to share that with you guys as we go on this journey together. First step is getting a digital mentor. So I know that a lot of times people talk about getting a mentor, because mentors essentially help you to guide you on like your mission of like life, your career, and they essentially just like guide you, give you advice, and they help you with, you know, whatever you're working on or whatever you're dealing with, right? So unfortunately, we don't necessarily have like access to amazing mentors. Like, for example, I would love if Oprah Winfrey could mentor me, or Eckhart Tolle. But the reality is, I don't know these people, okay? I haven't met them. Who knows? We could meet them in this lifetime, but I don't know them personally. But fortunately, they have resources. They have like interviews. They have books. They have things that I can read and digest and learn from them. And that really helps me a lot. So for example, The Power of Now is a book that I enjoy reading, because you guys, when I tell you, it has changed my mindset dramatically, and I'm not even done with the book yet. So I feel like the book talks a lot about like your mindset and like thoughts that can occur, right? So for example, I'm PMSing a little bit this week, right? Ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. The week before your period, things get crazy, you get emotional, you get all moody, you start doubting yourself. You're just like, what's going on, right? So I have experienced enough of these to now know at this point, all right, this normally happens the week before my period. My hormones are fluctuating, but I can't pay too much attention to that. I can't dwell into it too much, right? Power of Now talks a lot about like those thoughts that can come in your head. So for example, I can be like, you know what? I don't feel like doing nothing today. I don't even know what I'm working on. Everything sucks, right? And I think a lot of people can kind of go through that thought sometimes, but that's not you. That's your mind thinking something really, really stupid that has nothing to do with who you really are, right? The book talks a lot about like those first thoughts that come in your mind. You don't need to pay attention to them. Don't dwell on them. They have nothing to do with you. You at your core is presence. It's calm. It's at peace. It has passion. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like the negative stuff really isn't you. I don't know if I'm explaining this book really well, but I think the book talks a lot about the past not being existent and not being a thing. The future doesn't exist either. It's only the present of now. So this present day, what I'm doing right now, what you're doing right now, this is real. A lot of times you look at your life today and you say that you're miserable, and that's not fair to your life right now, because the only thing that's real is right now. And now you spent your life being sad about something that hasn't happened, or maybe may not happen or whatever, because you're not focusing on right now, you know? So essentially, I think digital mentors, even if it's like, me, you know, if you're following me, you're like, yo, I like this Neoma girl, she cool. Or like a celebrity or one of your favorite content creators, whoever these people may be, if you find that their work really inspires you or motivates you, whatever, that's a digital mentor. And I think having someone to kind of follow and guide you, as well as like guiding yourself though, is really important. Number 2, taking a walk. So I don't know about y'all, but last year I really discovered the beauty and the amazement in parks. And parks have like always existed, right? Like for as long as I've been born, but I never really went to the park just to vibe. And I think what I really love about taking a walk in the park is that like a lot of times nothing matters. Like I think that the park does a really good job at helping me to slow down and not think about deadlines or appointments or people or whatever. It's just me, the sun, the grass, water. It's just beautiful. And I think that if you find yourself to be really busy or have a lot of anxiety, or you may feel like claustrophobic in your space, or you just feel bored or whatever, if you need a change of scenery, I think taking a walk and slowing things down and just being in your mind and observing nature. A lot of times I like to listen to music while I'm walking. It just helps. Number 3 is reading. So I kind of talked about one of my favorite books right now, which is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Another favorite book of mine is Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I love that book. So a lot of these are like, yeah, they self-help books. I'm one of the self-help girlies right now. I'm in my self-help era. Thank you. But whatever that may be for you, if you like mysteries, if you like dramas, if you like anything, reading. I think reading is a really good way to kind of help you to escape from reality. You know, just essentially help you enter another thing, right? Fortunately for self-help, it really helps me to enter another space that allows me to look at my own life, and it affirms me, it validates me, it helps me to learn, discover new theories, ideas, and things like that. So I think reading is really good to improve your mental health. Therapy or talking to a loved one. So I know that not everybody has access to therapy. If you don't, that's okay for right now. I do think that therapy is really good and it's something that people should try in their life. I honestly think so. I believe that. I'm a huge therapy advocate. But if you don't have therapy, talking to a loved one really does help. Someone that really loves you, someone that knows you, someone that wants the best for you, I think it really does help a lot. Community is important. Like, I know that we're in this era right now where solitude is important and everyone's talking about like becoming a better friend to yourself, which I really believe in. But as I get older and as I like sit and go through life, like I think community and people is really important. Like just connecting with someone over coffee or food or whatever. Yeah, it just helps. So like finding your community or finding that person. It could be your mom, it could be your sister, it could be a random guy at the coffee shop. You never know, you know? So just finding that community really helps. This is one of my favorites. Activities that activate your inner child. We need to understand, you guys, that your inner child is still within you. Like your child, who you were as a child is here, and they're here to stay, and they're needed here, and they're wanted, and they want attention, right? You know, our inner child is who we really were. Like we just grew into these older people, but like our child is like very much alive and want to be seen and noticed. And I hope I don't sound crazy when I say this, but like activating your inner child to me looks like coloring, right? So I have this adult coloring book because as a child I used to like, you know, color in school and stuff like that. It kind of allows me to not take life so seriously because life can really be serious. And like you guys, as I've been sitting here like healing and self-developing and all that shit, some days I really be like, yo, it's not that deep. Like we all go die. And I know that sounds crazy, but like, bro, like let's live. So even me this year, and you guys can like hold me accountable, but I want to make sure that I'm doing things that the child in me wanted to do. I think we all deserve to play, you guys. It's not only kids that should go to the playground. We should be able to do cartwheels and just do random stuff and just feel alive because life is not that deep. And I think that when we don't really dedicate time to spend time with our inner child, and when we really just push that side away, it makes life like boring and sad and dark and gray. And like, we deserve more than that, you guys. Like, let's play. Like, you know what? To be honest, I still haven't gone to Disney World. I've been to like Disneyland, like the Animal Kingdom, which doesn't really count. I need to go to Disney World because I've always wanted to go to Disney World and I never got to go. I should go. Find out what it is that your inner child loves to do, what you love to do as a child, and do it.
What is that?
It's like I don't even know, it's like a slinky thing. How would a kid describe this? Like, it's my thingy. I don't know, it's just fun. I literally, I was like buying some toys for like some kids. I saw this at the store and I was like, yo, I want this. And it's just fun. It's just squeezable. This is what I'm talking about, like releasing and activating your inner child. Like stuff like this is like mad fun. Just make you want to whack somebody with it, you know? Being a kid, we didn't really have to worry so much about things. And I think that's something that we should get back to. Worrying, like, it doesn't help our life. Quality time with yourself. So again, I know that we talked about community. I know that we talked about spending time with family and friends and just having that person to just vibe with. Spending time alone with yourself is equally as important. Now, I know that some of you guys are in a transition period like me, where it's like you kind of had to let go of some people let go of you. You know, things just kind of changed and moved, and like you're kind of like outgrowing who like you grew up with, or outgrowing people that used to be your friend or whatever. That's fine. But if you're like me, I love community. I love talking to you guys. I love having a good time. You're still gonna need that community, but that quality time with yourself is equally as important. Like you want to make sure that you're spending enough time with yourself where you get to know what you like, your interests, like developing that time where even though you're in solitude, your solitude is like enjoyable company. You don't think it's weird to be hanging out by yourself or taking yourself out on a date or going on a solo vacation or whatever the case is. Like, I just think that even if you may find like a solo vacation to be weird or whatever, find time to spend with yourself where you can check in with yourself, where you can say, how was your day today? Niyama, like, What bothered you this week? What made you feel amazing this week? What are some things you want to work towards? What are some things you want to stop doing? Like, just whatever the case is, like, as you're sharing this with a friend, whatever, make sure that you're also just spending that time and sharing it with yourself. So these are the 6 things that I feel like have definitely contributed to my mental health in a good way. I do have a lot more, but I wanted to start with the 6. If you guys want to see another video where I kind of go more into detail on more things that make me feel good, a part 2, if you will, let me know in the comments. I don't know, I feel like I'm in a different place now, and I think I'm really passionate and focused on like just mental wellness and like people just feeling good in their skin and me feeling good in my skin and just doing more to just make this life worth living, because it's really worth it, you know? If you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, please do so, because I post a lot more videos on there. I post a lot more like vlogs and just kind of like lessons and things I've been learning. I'll see you guys somewhere on the internet. Bye.